Alrighty guys, we're back here at my local game store, Profoss Games, playing in a league challenge today. Just finished up round one. Actually kind of went different. So my opponent, unfortunately, she didn't set prize cards before the game had started. And I didn't really even notice or think about it. And she like already nest balled and had like teal dance because she was playing Raging Bull Ogre Pond. So kind of just an automatic game loss, so not a game win there for me. But we played a game for fun afterwards, and I did not do great. Lugia kind of bricked, so I'm on Lugia, and I had 2 energies left in my deck. I needed to be able to Primal Turbo them to my Cinccino to take a final KO on a Raging Bolt, bench my Bloodmoon Ursaluna, attach a Legacy Energy to it so they couldn't take another prize, and then have a Bloodmoon Ursaluna to win or the Cinccino to win on the backup. But unfortunately, I literally had two energies left in the deck and drew one of them for a turn out of like 30 cards. And I was like, well, that makes it hard. So she just kind of attached for turn, teal dance, boss, KO Ursaluna, because I wanted to bench it. I probably could have not benched it, but I thought about benching it because I didn't want to get Iono'd because she had PAL padded for the Iono. So I was like, okay, she PAL padded Iono back into the deck. So I was like, if I bench the Bloodmoon Ursaluna and just hope there's no boss, because there was 2 boss in the discard, so playing 3 bosses in the deck for her. But we technically got the win because of that mishap. However, technically in my heart, not so much. So let's see you guys after round 2. Alrighty guys, we just finished up round 2. Unfortunately, Lugia took a one-way ticket to Brick City. We did not get there. Like, opening hand was just a complete dud, and then kind of just cooked into literally nothing else. I think like my next 3 draws was like Bloodmoon Ursaluna, Iron Hands, and then like Minccino. And I was like, well, we're not getting anywhere, like no chops. My opponent was playing Raging Bull Ogre Pond. They had taken like 4 prize cards, and I like looked at my next card, and it was like Jacq, and I was like, yeah, we're not getting there. So unfortunately, so we'll see if we can cook up anything better for round 3. Already just finished up that league challenge. Round 3 and 4. Round 3, I ended up playing against Lugia VSTAR. Kind of the mirror match, and they're playing like less rats than I am, so playing less Cincinos, playing like double Lumineon, but was able to go first, really get set up and established, get double chops to set up, and my opponent, unfortunately, only could get 1 Lugia V in play, and on their first turn, they like jet up Lugia V to read the wind, to pitch a card to draw 3, and I was able to like Tempest Dive 220, take a KO, and that kind of set up the lead for me in that game. It kind of came back a little bit to like a 2-4 split, but I just had like 2 Cincinos set up, had a bunch of energy still in the deck, had 2 chops still, so the game was pretty much settled from the beginning there. Round 4, played against a Spartha EX. Couldn't quite pull it out. Prizes became pretty tough. Prize my Lumineon. Just my opponent had the constant pressure of Ionos to like low numbers, and they kept putting my bosses to the bottom and not really being able to find Lumineon to find that late game boss. Really just made it difficult, but we played to our outs at 2 points during the game. I tried to set up at one point I tried to set up an Iron Hands to be able to take a 3 prize KO on our Spartha, and just needed to find boss. Had the energies in the deck and already attached to Iron Hands enough to get to that 5 to amp for 3 prizes and win, right? Like a 3-2 split. And then my backup plan that I would have had was find boss, and I could get 3 energies to the Flutter main, and then put myself in a position where they're out of energies, because I had kind of checked and their deck was getting pretty thin, and boss up a Xatu, hit for 90, 20 damage on the Spartha. It is at 220, so that puts it at 240, and then be able to, once again, Hex Hurl 90, take the KO on that Xatu, and then 20 on the Spartha for 3 prizes. At the end of the game, when my Cinccino had gotten KO'd, trigger gift energy for 5. I have 10 cards left in the deck. Need to be able to find one of the 2 bosses left in the deck. And unfortunately just couldn't find that. So couldn't get to the out that we needed. But it is what it is, unfortunately. So going 2-2 with Lugia, but I would not change the deck that I had played by any means. Definitely had to start the season playing Lugia V-STAR, being the channel's mascot, one of my favorite Pokemon, so I would not change the deck I played. It was pretty solid for the room as well. A lot of Charizards, a lot of Raging Bolt Ogerpon, so pretty okay matchups for Lugia, really. Just kind of hit some of the problems we have with Lugia V-STAR, being it's inconsistent. So that's going to do it for this vlog here. Make sure to put the deck list that I played at the Sleek Challenge in the description below, so you guys want to try it out for yourself, you'll be able to. If you guys want to enjoy the content I've been making, start friending the channel, don't forget to leave a like, smash that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace!